prepping meals like these ones are always super convenient to have, but they can be kind of expensive and not always taste the best. I'm at Fred Meyer today and I've actually never seen this brand. It's ReadyWise. They're similar to Mountain House. They're all about 2 servings each and similar in price to the Mountain House. Here the Mountain House are $11.99. Here these range from $9.99 to $11.99. But I'm on a mission today to make the best tasting freeze-dried MRE meal, and it's gonna be cheaper than these guys. So let's go shopping. I'll show you what we need. The recipe I'm making is a pineapple chicken coconut curry, which is gonna be so good. You need coconut milk. So at Fred Meyer, they have coconut milk here. It is more expensive than where I got it. I got the same brand of coconut milk at Costco. They sell it in an 8-pack for I think $10 or $11.99. I have it at home already, so I'm not purchasing it here at the store. I'm gonna use what I have at home. But a can of coconut milk is the first thing you need. I need a curry powder. I'm gonna get this one. It is $3.99. I'm now at Walmart because Fred Meyer didn't have everything that I needed. I need a pineapple, so let's try to choose a ripe one. I've heard that if you smell it, that's the best way. This one smells sweet, so let's go with it. I'm gonna grab a bag of bell peppers because that'll be good in there. Then I just need chicken breast. I'm gonna get 2 of these because I'm making a double batch because I'm gonna feed this to my family for dinner tonight also. I think we got everything, so we're gonna head home to the kitchen and get to cooking. It's a bit of a rainy day today, so we got my rain boots on. But look how cool the clouds look. The little tops of the mountains are just popping over the clouds. I'm gonna be serving my pineapple chicken curry with rice for our MRE meal. So I am just getting my rice rinsed and into my rice cooker so it can be cooking while we're prepping the rest of our ingredients. Also, when I was at Fred Meyer today, look what they had, an egg slicer. This is what I wanted for my last video, but couldn't find anywhere. Well, I only looked at Walmart. Walmart didn't have it. Fred Meyer to the rescue, and it was only $5. And I think I can use it for slicing strawberries too. I'm gonna start by prepping my veggies. I forgot to buy this at the grocery store today, but I had an onion in my fridge, so we're going with a purple onion. 2 peppers and some minced garlic, and we're gonna get that sauteing once I get it chopped up. I'm gonna break it up super fine in my veggie chopper in just a minute, but I just need to get this into a large dice and then I'll do it smaller in my chopper. I just don't want huge chunks of onion in this, but I want the flavor. This is my little food chopper that is kind of on its last leg. It's time for me to get a new one, but you know, it's only lasted 12 years since I have been married. We could maybe get a new one soon, right? I am just gonna lightly oil my pot to cook my veggies in. Since I'm freeze drying this, I don't wanna put tons of oil into it, but a little bit should be okay. I use this Chosen avocado oil from Costco. Here's how it nicely chops up our onions. Those onions were very pungent. My eyes are now full on watering. I'm now gonna add in my diced up bell pepper. Oh my goodness, I lost my spatula in my pot. I'm cooking this in a large stock pot. This is actually gonna end up being a 1-pot meal. Well, besides the rice, which I love because I'm only dirtying up 1 dish. But everything is just gonna cook right in this pot. Got my peppers going in. Give these a stir. I'm gonna let these saute for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna just add some garlic. If I'm sounding kind of nasally, I worked 4 days substitute teaching last week and I'm already getting a stuffy nose. You know, all the kids, my family has been so healthy all summer, but then we go back to school and all those kids come together and share their germs with everyone and you know, it's just what happens. It has not been bad at all, and I'm hoping my kids stay okay so far. It's just been me starting to get affected, but we will persevere. Oh, wow. Did you just see that? Cool. Good job, Brooke. Well, we'll do about that much minced garlic. We'll clean that up. Now I'm gonna get the spices ready. I wanna get the spices sauteing with the onions and peppers. That'll just help bring out the spice flavor. So some of these I already had, some of them I had to purchase new, but we got curry powder, ground ginger. You could do fresh ginger. I have never cooked with fresh ginger before, but maybe that's something I should try sometime, but we're going with ground up ginger for now. Ground cardamom, salt, pepper. So that seems like a lot of spices in there, but that's gonna flavor our entire curry dish. So it is smelling super good in there. I'm gonna work on chopping up my pineapple, and then we're gonna get our chicken sliced, and we gotta grab our coconut milk. I love pineapple, and I'm always intrigued by those pineapple core tools that I've seen at the grocery store, but I don't know if that's like a gimmick thing or if it's something that actually works. I feel like it's a gimmick. Do you have one? Do you use it? Let me know. I just go at it the old school way and just cut off all the skins and then slice around the core. Here is my plate of pineapple. This is so good. I picked a good pineapple. Happy about that. Have you ever had freeze-dried pineapple just like this? It is so good. It tastes like candy. I actually have a video where I freeze-dried pineapple. I will tag it up here if you want to check it out, but this is gonna be so good. I am reserving some ingredients to the side because I mentioned I'm gonna make this also for dinner for my family tonight. The batch I'm making here is for the freeze dryer. I'm gonna make a separate batch for dinner. So my recipe calls for 4 chicken breasts. I'm gonna do 8 because I am doubling my recipe for my freeze dryer. This package had 6 and they are very large, so we're just gonna go with 6 chicken breasts. I want as thin slices as I can get. This chicken is gonna be cooked in coconut milk. If you think of kind of the type of chicken you get when you go to like a Thai food restaurant, it's usually like thinly shaved. They probably have better knives or better ways of cutting it up than I am going to do here, but I am just trying to get thin pieces like this that will cook through easily and just be a nice way to eat it. I've washed up, I've got my chicken sliced. That took me quite a while, but that's just because I'm slow. But I am in a race against the clock because my kids are supposed to be home from school in 15 minutes. I was hoping to be done with this before they got home. That's not gonna happen. This is the coconut milk that I was telling you about that I get from Costco. It's so good. I am adding 2 cans of coconut milk to my pot. I feel like this isn't gonna be enough liquid to be able to cook the chicken and all that pineapple, but oh, what is wrong with me? But I don't know. We will just see how it goes. I am just going to toss in my pineapple and then my chicken. This seems like a lot of chicken, but that's good. I like a lot of protein. And then this needs to come up to a boil, and then it's gonna cook for about 20 minutes. According to the recipe, I'm gonna cook it longer. I'm always terrified that chicken's not cooked all the way through, and I'll make sure it's cooked, obviously, before we stop. If it needs more water, I may add like chicken stock or something, but I don't know, maybe we'll be fine. I'm gonna try to give this a good mix. It's actually mixing okay. I think the amount of liquid is just fine. So the recipe writer knew what they were doing. I shouldn't doubt. But oh, this smells so good. I'm just gonna wait for that to come up to a boil. I'm gonna cover it with a lid, let it simmer for like 30 minutes, I think is what I'm gonna do. And then we can add our rice and get it ready for our trays. This looks and smells so good. I don't even wanna freeze dry it. I just wanna eat it. But I'm gonna be making another batch for eating. This is for my freeze dryer so that I can have it in the future. So the last time I made an MRE that used rice, I put it on my trays with little piles of rice with the, it was a like, what was it? Taco mixture, right? Fajita. It was taco, chicken, turkey, fajita, something. I put the mixture on top of the rice and did it that way. This time, I'm just going to add my rice directly to my curry. That way, it'll just freeze dry all together, and then when you reconstitute it, it's just going to be a delicious rice and combo of the rice and the topping, so that you don't have to worry about keeping things separate. It's just gonna all be mixed together, and it's still gonna taste really good that way. And it's gonna help sop up a lot of the liquid that I have in here. So that's my plan. I have to taste it. It's gonna burn my mouth off, but maybe I should wait. Wow. I'm obsessed with Thai food, and I've never attempted to make something like this at home. I don't know why. This was so good. So good. I think my husband's gonna love it too. He really loves Thai food, the really spicy kind. I can't do the spice, but he loves the spice. He's gonna really like this. So I have my 4 trays. These are my Harvest Right silicone tray liners. I'm using these ones today. They're great. They just come directly from Harvest Right. They wash up really well. They do a good job. Here's my beautiful curry on my trays. I'm just gonna let this come to a complete room temperature because you don't want to put warm food into the freeze dryer. So I'm gonna let this come to room temperature, and then we will get our freeze dryer going, and I'll show you all the settings I'm gonna use. My food has come to room temperature, and I have it down here in my freeze dryer room. I'm just waiting for my freeze dryer to power up so that I can get it starting the cooling process. We actually just finished the batch that I made for dinner tonight, and it was so good. So I am so excited to have this as a freeze-dried MRE meal. Talk about gourmet camping. All of your camping friends would be so jealous of you if this is what you pulled out of your pack versus, you know, those rice and beans and boring things from the store. So I'm going into customize. I usually hit reset. I'm gonna do initial freeze -10, extra freeze 1 hour. Dry temp is 125. I am increasing my dry time to, let's just do 7 hours. That just gives you a grace period for when your freeze dryer is done. Save, start. You hear it click on, and then we have to wait 15 minutes before we can load up our trays. The machine is up and running. I'm guessing this is gonna be a 2-dayer. These are very high in moisture and not pre-frozen. Pineapple takes a long time to freeze dry, I know. So we're gonna be patient with this one. And so in a day or two, I will come back and we will see how these look. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Oh, look, I spilled on myself. That's just how good it was. But if you want to be cool like me and make some gourmet camping meals for you and your family, and you want a freeze dryer, check out the link in the video description below. I've got an affiliate link with Harvest Right. Mine is a size medium, love it. The new size medium has 5 trays instead of 4, so you get more real estate in your freeze dryer. All good things. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Happy to help you there. See you in a couple days. So my freeze dryer sensed that it was done at about 33 hours. It went through the full 6-hour extra dry cycle. So now we're at 39 hours. I am ready to do a weigh test. I just want to ensure that my food is fully dry. I'll show you how to do that. So I just pushed the little leaf in the corner, and that brings me to this screen here. I just need to open my drain valve. Make sure the tube is in the bucket. Open my door. So I'm just gonna pull out a tray, weigh it on my digital scale, and we are at, wow, exactly 1,000 grams. All I'm gonna do is put it back into my freeze dryer. I'm going to select more dry time. We gotta close our drain valve again. Hit continue. And it's automatically gonna give you 2 hours. I'm just gonna add 3 hours. And then in an hour or two, I'm gonna come back and do the same thing and reweigh my tray. If the tray stays the same weight, I know it is fully freeze dried because the freeze dryer has not pulled any more moisture out of it. If the weight is changing, then we still need more time because moisture is still being found in there. So we'll be back. So it's been about 2 hours. I am just gonna repeat the process. We are still at 1,000 grams. My food is dry. We can take it out now. Here they are. It is just completely light, breaks apart, looks perfect. The way I want to package these up is using Mylar bags, and I'm going to do a few individual meals, and then I'm also going to store 2 entire trays in these bigger bags here. These freeze-dried meals are great for camping and backpacking and outdoor trips. But another thing that I love to do with them is just use them for when I don't feel like cooking. So 1 tray will definitely easily feed my husband and I. So I'm gonna do like 2 meals worth, or 1 meal in each bag. So when I have a night that I just don't want to cook, I can come grab this, throw some hot water on it, and we've got some amazing homemade curry. And then I ran out of my smaller sized Mylar bags that I like for individual meals. So I am just going to use my candy bags for my single serving meals, which is perfectly fine to use. These are Mylar bags. I'm going to still do oxygen absorbers. You just want to store them in the dark because light is something that is not good for food preservation. So these will just stay in my freeze dryer cabinet. I'm sorry, I'm ducking and talking sideways. But they're still gonna have a nice long shelf life that way. What I ended up with are 4 individual size bags. I added more than just 1 tray to my big bags because I had the space for it. And then this nice leftover, we are gonna reconstitute and see how it tastes once we rehydrate it, because that's what counts. It tastes good before, of course, but we need to make sure it's good when we reconstitute it. And now I'm just gonna get my oxygen absorbers in my bags. I will heat seal them closed, then we can go taste test it. So I've just got some hot water here that I'm going to add to this. And I'm sorry, I eyeball everything, so, you know. We're just gonna guess. If it needs more water, we'll add more. This is looking okay. I'm just gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes and I'm gonna come in and stir it halfway through. And I think we should be good to go. You know what I'm making for dinner tonight? If you saw my video at the Alaska State Fair, that pulled pork mac and cheese I had, I still can't stop thinking about it. So I'm making that for dinner. I remembered I had this smoked pulled pork that my husband made on the Traeger a few weeks ago, sitting in the freezer. And I'm like, we need to recreate the barbecue mac and cheese. That I'm just still thinking about it. It was that good. We smoke meat a lot. We love our Traeger. If you're interested in some Traeger videos in the future, let me know in the comments. We could throw that in the mix because, you know, The stuff is to die for. Decided to come out back to do the taste test because it ended up being an absolutely gorgeous day today. The weather has been so like up and down. It's been so hard knowing how to dress my kids in the morning for school. Do any of you struggle with this? Like yesterday it was rainy and cold. So I mean, it was a fight to just get my kids to wear pants and a jacket to school. They still want to be wearing shorts. And I'm like, we're in Alaska. It's not shorts weather. So today I checked the weather app. It says there's not rain due till tonight. So I was like, if you want to wear shorts, wear your shorts. But you still have to wear a sweatshirt at least. But yeah, I'm like, do we need a raincoat? Do we need a sweatshirt? Do we need a t-shirt? Do we need a jacket? I'm like, whatever, the kids are resilient. It really doesn't matter, but it's something that I stress about, and I'm trying to just like, let them live and just kind of make their own choices sometime. Also, we're getting some yellow leaves up on the trees on our mountains. Fall is coming. All right, time to try this. It smells amazing. I'm using my spatula. Oh my gosh. This tastes so good. Like how when I made it. I need to try a piece with the pineapple. It's completely moist, and like I even got pineapple juice when I took a bite of the pineapple. I'm so impressed. I'm gonna say it. This is the best MRE I have ever made. The best. I'm gonna do a cost breakdown of what I spent on the food for this MRE meal, because it's definitely, I got way more food out of it than what you can buy in the grocery store. So I love making them on my own. And they're so much better. It is so pretty out my front window today. So I spent right around $21 out of pocket for this MRE project. And I've now got 2 full family-sized dinners on my pantry shelves to feed us when I don't feel like cooking, and 4 individual large MRE meals for whenever I want. If I want to save them for a backpacking or a camping trip. I don't do much backpacking. I keep saying backpacking, but people use them for backpacking. I camp, and I really glamp because I require a trailer. But I got 4 of those. So this was a huge success, and it tasted so good. I will link their recipe in my video description below. If you want to copycat and make the same thing, you can have it all right there. I'll link right down here another video of an awesome MRE meal that I did when I challenged myself to get each portion as close to $1 as possible, if you haven't seen that one yet. I may just snuggle up here and take a nap until my kids get home from school. I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.